friends and families. Thank you for joining us for our reading lesson. In our reading lesson today, we are going to be revisiting the book Wild About Books, and we are going to be looking closely at the words and illustrations. But before we do that, let's read what we will be focusing on today. So we're going to read a focusing question. Ready? I'm going to read a word. You repeat it back. Focusing question. How does the librarian make reading fun in Wild About Books? So that's a great question, and we're going to find out the answer today. In Wild About Books, they have a lot of rhyming words. Do you know what it means for two words to rhyme? That's right, two words that rhyme have the same ending. So, let me give you an example. What is this a picture of? That's right, it's a picture of a cat. To find a word that rhymes with cat, we're going to take the end and the middle, but we're going to change the first sound. So we're going to replace the k in cat with a different sound, but we'll keep the rest. Do you think cat rhymes with hat or pig? Cat and hat or cat and pig? Which two sound more similar? That's right, cat and hat. How did you know? That's right, they both have at. Cat and hat both have at. Nice job. Let's try this one. What is this a picture of? That's right, it's a picture of a wall. We're going to change the first sound, but we're going to keep the rest of the word. Wall. Do you think that wall rhymes with log or ball? Wall and log or wall and ball? Which two sound the same at the end? Wall, log, wall, ball. That's right, wall and ball rhyme. How did you know that? That's right, because wall and ball both have all. Awesome. Let's do one more. Do you know what this is a picture of? Yeah, I see a group of animals. So this particular type of group of animals lives at the zoo. So we're going to take the first sound, z, and change it for something else. But we're going to keep the rest. Zoo. Ooh, I hear the ooh sound at the end. Do you think zoo rhymes with pen or boo? Zoo, pen, zoo, boo. Which two do you think rhyme? Zoo and pen. Zoo and boo. That's right, zoo and boo rhyme. How did you know that? That's right, because boo and zoo both have ooh. Nice job. Now we're going to look closely at the text and illustrations in our book, Wild About Books. Do you know what we mean by the text in a book? What is the text? That's right, the text is all the words on the page. What is the job of the words in a book? Let's look closely. Do you see words on this page? Yeah, they're hiding up here. Why do we need words in a book? That's right, words tell the story. They tell what's going on. Do the illustrations also tell what's going on in a story? Yeah, the illustrations help to show what's going on in a story. So it paints a picture so we can see with our eyes what is happening. So we are going to look at some of our pages in the book closely. We're going to examine the words and illustrations to see how they work together. Let's look at this page first. We talked about this page yesterday. Let's read the text to see if we can remember what's going on in the picture. In a flash, every beast in the zoo was stampeding to learn about this new something called reading. Do you remember what the word stampeding means? That's right, it's when you move really fast. Do you move fast by yourself, or do you move fast with other people or maybe animals? That's right, you move fast in a group. So if the text says that they're stampeding, how do you know that the animals are stampeding from the pictures or illustrations? How does it show that the animals are stampeding? You're right, in the pictures we see a bunch of animals together and they're running really fast. So that's how we know that they are stampeding. So the text told us they were stampeding, and then the illustrations also showed us that they were stampeding. Let's look now at page 9. We see a lot of different animals on this page. Let's look closely at this guy. He's called a gecko. We're going to read the text first. Giraffes wanted tall books and crickets craved small books. Well, geckos could only read stick-to-the-wall books. Why do you think that a gecko needs a stick-to-the-wall book? What's going on in this picture right here? Where do you see his book? Yeah, his book is stuck to the wall. Does the gecko look like he's stuck to the wall too? Yeah, it does. Geckos have very sticky feet. So both the gecko and the book are stuck to the wall. So the gecko needed a stick-to-the-wall book so that he could read just like his friends. And the librarian knew exactly the type of book that all the animal friends needed. So the text told us what kind of book the gecko needed, and the picture showed us more detail why the gecko needs that type of book. Let's look at the otters down here. Remember the otters? Let's read what it says in the text. The pandas demanded more books in Chinese. Molly filled the request, always eager to please. She even found waterproof books for the otter, who never went swimming without Harry Potter. I heard the keyword waterproof. Do you know what waterproof means? That's right. When something is waterproof, it's able to go into the water without getting all wet. Why do you think the otters may have needed waterproof books? What do otters like to do? Yeah, otters love to go swimming. And the pictures help us to know that because we see the otters sitting in water. So the text told us what kind of book the otters needed, and the illustrations gave us more details as to why they needed that book. Awesome. Let's look at one more page together. We're going to look at our friends, the tree kangaroos. We're going to look at the picture, and now let's read what it says in the text. Raccoons read alone, and bamboos read in bunches, and llamas read dramas while eating their lunches. Are the llamas and the raccoons and bamboos reading the same book? No, they're not reading the same book. How can you tell that they're not reading the same book? That's right, because in the text it says the llamas like dramas, the bamboos read in bunches, and the raccoons read alone. What do the illustrations show us? Do the illustrations show us that the animals are all reading the same book? And how do you know? That's right, all those books look different to me too. They're all different colors and sizes, and if you look really closely, the titles are different as well. So, did all the animals read the same book? No, they didn't read the same book. Did they read in the same way? You're right, they didn't read in the same way. How do you know? What's going on in the picture? Yeah, we see raccoons in trees. We see llamas reading with their friends. We see bamboos with their friends as well. So that's how we know that the animals all read different books. We read it in the text, and then the pictures gave us more detail. Awesome! So today in our reading lesson, we looked closely at the words and illustrations. What is the job of the text in our story? That's right, the text tells us the story. What is the job of the illustrations? That's right, the illustrations tell us more, or they support what's going on in the story. Thanks for joining us for a reading lesson today, friends. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with our math lesson.